Welcome to a demonstration using CloudForms to show genealogy and smart state analysis across instances and images inside of OpenStack. We log into CloudForms as an operations administrator. Here's the dashboard. Let's go and have a look at instances. We're picking the first instance. We can see the property information, operating system and so on. Smart state data is on the right there. We'll drill into that in just a second. We last analysed this virtual machine or instance recently, and we can see the drift history here. If we select packages, we can drill into the packages that are installed in this instance. Remember, this is the running instance, so we're looking at the packages that have been scanned and found to be installed here. There's check config and its version information. Now let's go and have a look at the image that is backing that instance. Again, we've got similar data. We are able to drill into its packages and see exactly the same information. So, smart state data is available at both instance and image level. I've just kicked off another smart state scan on my instance. I can go and have a look at the progress of the scan. Now, scans can be initiated in a number of ways. They can be initiated manually, like you've just seen there, based upon events, for instance, if a virtual machine is reconfigured, or it could be just scheduled. Now that scan has completed, we can now see that the drift history is up to 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the actual virtual machine in SSH, and we're going to change the instance. So we've done a scan. We've recorded all of the packages, patches, applications, users, groups, files, registries, whatever is in the scan profile we've collected. We're now doing an install of Apache on this virtual machine instance, therefore changing the instance. Remember, not everybody treats OpenStack instances as cattle. A lot of people are now starting to treat them as pets. We do a second scan in this demonstration. And give it some time, and we can see that it's completed. Right, so there's our 2 scans. The scan that I've literally just done less than a minute ago, and then the scan we did right at the beginning, which we followed the progress of. We're able to pick up these 2 scans and compare them with one another. On the left hand side, you can see the filters that we can apply to look at specific data sets like guest applications, services, init processors, and so on. In this particular case, we're going to look at guest applications. Now, CloudForms is going to pick up the 2 scans and compare them against one another and show you all of the individual settings and scan profile captures that it's got. I've clicked a button now that actually filters it so that it only shows me the differences. Now, I'm able to identify that Apache HTTPD is missing 6 minutes ago, but actually less than a minute ago it's now there, and it's version 2.4.12. It's release 1.FC21, Fedora Core 21. So we get really forensic level data when we do smart state scans. Now the other thing I want to do is show you how not only can you compare 2 scans of the same instance inside of OpenStack, which is really good for root cause analysis, but I can also do a genealogy. So in other words, this instance comes from an image, and that image is Fedora 21 Cloud. That's the parent. I'm able to select both the template image and the running instance and do a very similar filter set as what you've just seen. I'm able to pick both of them up and compare them. So let's do that right now. Here they are. We get on the left the template, and on the right we have the running instance. I filter down to guest applications again. Now I'm able to identify, is the Apache installed in the instance that we did in our first test? Is that actually installed in the image? And we can see here that it isn't. So this is really cool for root cause analysis, where somebody phones up and says, hey, I've got a problem with my running instance, and from there you're able to see when the problem was first introduced into their instance by scanning before they made the phone call, obviously off a schedule or something like that. Scanning whilst the person's on the telephone, scan their instance, it's very quick, very low overhead. Being able to compare those two scans and seeing whether the problem has come around, in the last few days, last few months, in that time frame, in that time gap. And then if you do identify the problem is inside the instance, you may want to see, is it manifesting itself inside of the image? In other words, are there other instances born from this image that could have the same problem? And of course, CloudForms is able to do that through reporting. Is, hey, CloudForms, tell me all of the people that have been spawned from this template, if you so wished, for CloudForms to report that. So that concludes the demonstration. Thank you for watching.